Well, doctors are warning that some children may need to be retested for lead exposure after the FDA recalled millions of faulty lead tests from one Massachusetts-based company. The recall affects tests conducted in the last 3 years. Ricky Mitchell is live outside of Children's Hospital, or a Children's Hospital clinic, with the details. Fill us in.
Well, George, the CDC issued this warning after learning about the faulty tests, and doctors at Children's Hospital say they did use the tests in question, but immediately notified families who were affected. Millions of children may have been put at risk after the FDA says testing equipment from Magellan Diagnostics may have produced inaccurate levels of lead in the blood. At Children's Hospital of Wisconsin, several hundred families were notified of the recall, and doctors advise that they have their children retested.
Oftentimes there are no symptoms, which is why we always advocate for testing the blood.
Dr. Heather Parody is the medical director for community services and says when the recall was issued in May, they immediately accessed lab records to find affected families.
It affected lead tests that were venous samples, so samples that were done from a vein in an arm, as opposed to a capillary sample, which is a sample from a finger poke. As soon as our lab was notified of the recall, they too switched their testing methods so that now all of the venous samples that are being drawn or sent to them are being analyzed on different equipment.
She says a long-term exposure to lead in a child's blood can lead to learning disabilities, speech problems, and behavioral issues.
So if a parent does have a concern, I would certainly recommend that they have a conversation with their pediatrician.
And the FDA did send a warning letter to the company in October for violating several federal laws. The agency is still investigating, though, the root cause of those faulty tests. Reporting live near Capitol and Fond du Lac, Ricky Mitchell, today's TMJ4.
Thank you, Ricky.